that U.S. President Donald Trump intensified pressure on NATO allies and China to help reopen the Strait of Hormuz, the vital oil shipping route that Iran has effectively shut in retaliation for the U.S. and Israel war against Tehran.
Global oil prices have surged by 40 to 50% after Iran restricted traffic through the strategic waterway and launched attacks on energy and shipping targets in neighboring Gulf states. Trump had already urged countries including China, France, Japan, South Korea, and Britain to deploy ships to escort oil tankers through the strait. Several of the governments he named responded cautiously rather than committing to immediate action. The U.S. president warned that a lack of response or a refusal to assist would be very bad for the future of NATO. He also threatened to delay a planned summit with Chinese leader Xi Jinping later this month if Beijing does not help reopen the route. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said Tehran was not interested in negotiations with Washington, pushing back against Trump's claim that Iran wants a deal to end the conflict. Araghchi said Iran remained stable and strong and was focused on defending its people. He said there was no reason to talk with the United States because the two countries had been engaged in discussions when Washington decided to launch attacks against Iran. He added that Iran had negative experiences with previous negotiations with the United States. Araghchi said, however, that Tehran was willing to talk with other countries seeking safe passage for selected oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz. He noted several nations had approached Iran about negotiating security arrangements for their vessels, but did not identify them. Meanwhile, images circulating on social media on March 14th showed multiple explosions and thick black smoke rising over the Iranian city of Isfahan following airstrikes. Iran's Fars news agency reported that a U.S. and Israeli missile strike on an industrial area in the city killed at least 15 people. Images released by Iran's Revolutionary Guard showed the launch of Sajil ballistic missile that was fired toward central Israel. Since the U.S. and Israeli bombardments of Iran began on February 28th, Israel has faced daily Iranian missile attacks, most of which the Israeli military says have been intercepted by its air defense systems. Emergency crews also responded to the site of an Iranian missile strike in central Tel Aviv, where several vehicles were destroyed. Police Superintendent Shlomi Shelzinger said there was extensive collateral damage at the scene but no casualties. Israeli authorities say Iran's daily missile barrages have killed 12 people so far through direct strikes or falling debris. Israel has also approved an emergency military spending package as the conflict entered its third week. Israeli media reported that cabinet ministers authorized an allocation of $828 million, or about 2.6 billion shekels, during a telephone meeting over the weekend. A local newspaper said the funds would be used for security purchases and urgent military needs, although no further details were disclosed. The government of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has not formally commented on the decision or specified what equipment will be purchased. The funding will come from the national budget of $222 billion approved by the government on March 12th and expected to be adopted by March 31st. In London, hundreds of people gathered Sunday for a pro-Palestinian demonstration that had been banned by the government after police said it was organized by a group supportive of the Iranian regime. Authorities said 12 people were arrested and an investigation was underway into anti-Israeli shunts reportedly heard during the rally. Interior Minister Shabana Mahmoud said she supported the ban in order to prevent serious public disorder amid the escalating conflict in the Middle East. It was the first time a protest march in the British capital had been banned since 2012, although police permitted a static demonstration.